Hi, Junior Soldiers. Today on SRT News, we're going to continue talking about women leaders in the Salvation Army. Mama Luma, tell us about the women generals in the Salvation Army.
The 3 women who have been general, in charge of the whole Salvation Army world, all accomplished extraordinary things. Let's take a look at the lives of Evangeline Booth, Eva Burroughs, and Linda Bond. Evangeline Booth, stats: General, 1934 to 1939. Lifetime, 1865 to 1950. Birthplace, South Hackney, London, England. Became an officer, 1887. Evangeline, originally named Eva Corey Booth, was the 7th child of William and Catherine Booth, founders of the Salvation Army. At age 15, she was a sergeant selling the war cry in the slums of East London. At 21 years of age, she became the officer of the Corps in Marylebone. When a breakaway group in America tried to lure American Salvationists away from the Salvation Army and into a rival group, General Booth sent Evangeline to New York. She sang and preached to the crowd. After that, the rebellion disbanded. In 1904, she came back to the United States as National Commander. In 1906, a huge earthquake hit San Francisco. Evangeline led a mass meeting in Union Square, New York, and raised over $12,000 for Salvation Army earthquake relief work. When the First World War broke out in Europe, Evangeline sent 250 American Salvationists to the front line in France. Through the war, the Salvation Army provided canteens, hostels, and restrooms for troops. For the Salvation Army's service in the war, Evangeline was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal by the U.S. Army. Evangeline Booth was elected general by the Second High Council in 1934. Evangeline said, "There is no reward equal to that of doing the most good to the most people in the most need." From early Salvation Army times to modern times, powerful women leaders have done great things for the Salvation Army. Eva Burroughs, stats: General, 1986 to 1993. Lifetime, 1929 to 2015. Birthplace, Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Became an officer, 1951. Eva Burroughs was commissioned as a Salvation Army officer in 1951. Eva became an officer teacher at the Howard Institute, a large mission station in Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe. Eve spent 14 years at Howard Institute, eventually becoming the first woman vice principal. After that, she became principal of the Usher Institute, a girls' boarding school in Zimbabwe. Under her innovative leadership, Usher Institute became well known in Zimbabwe as an outstanding center for girls' education. Eva's officership took her all over the world. In January 1977, she became Territorial Commander for Sri Lanka. In December 1979, she became leader of the Salvation Army's work in Scotland. In October 1982, she became Territorial Commander for the Australia Southern Territory. On May 2, 1986, the High Council elected Eva Burroughs as the 13th General of the Salvation Army. General Burroughs set a record of over 1 million miles in visits to the Army's then 100 countries. In 1993, she became the first general in office to visit China. General Eva Burroughs led the Salvation Army back into Eastern Europe, with work being re-established in the former East Germany, Czechoslovakia, Hungary, and Russia. Eva said, "I think you've got to really be concerned for people, so people know you're ready to listen to them, that you're available to them, and that you want to train and encourage them." Salvation Army women have flown all over the globe to lead our great work. Linda Bond, stats: General, 2011 to 2013. Lifetime, 1946 till Birthplace: Glace Bay, Nova Scotia, Canada. Became an officer 1969. Linda spent her early officership in her home territory of Canada and Bermuda. She held divisional leadership roles in the Manchester region of the United Kingdom and became Territorial Commander of the USA Western Territory in 2002. Linda became Territorial Commander of the Australian Eastern Territory in 2008. On January 31st, 2011, Bond was elected by the High Council to be the next General of the Salvation Army and assumed office on April 2nd, 2011. Linda says, "We have a great world that needs us, and we are God's gift to this world, and we need God's Spirit to come upon us."
Today's Salvation Army women and girls have some excellent role models. Remember, each one of you can make a difference.